76% of gay men say that they were sexually molested in their childhood.
What poll are you referring to? And
Just
not Myron Gaines'
look
poll.
it up. Just look it up right now. Please look it up. How many people that identify as gay say they were sexually molested as a child?
What does transgender have to do with being gay? The two have nothing in common with each other. What are you talking about?
Well, first of all, you're telling me being trans and being gay have nothing in common.
There are people that are trans that
as soon as you transition, I know. As soon as you transition, though, you become gay.
Okay, I'm going to be serious here. Okay. All the problems we have in this country.
What is the stat, though? What is the
Shapiro
stat?
debate is good.
46%. Well, 46.
Yeah, he was off just by a little bit.
It's close enough.
Alex, all the problems we have in this country right now, I think we would agree. There's a lot of gun violence.
Yes, I agree.
We have issues with healthcare.
We do live in a violent country.
There's a lot of issues. This is not a top 5 issue. It's not a top 10 issue. It's a top transphobic issue. That's what it is.
Well, no, because this is the thing. Is that you have all of these kids, their balls are infected with microplastics, and now they're all becoming feminine. They're all becoming soy boys. They're all becoming females. And so we need to change that. That's why the birth rate is declining. That's why the white population is less than 8%. It's because all the white people are being infected by all of the first world problems that we're affected by.
The birth rate is being affected because Donald Trump just gave the biggest tax breaks to the top 1% in this country.
Wait, you're telling me giving a kid Lupron, which is a hormone-disrupting drug, it's the same drug that we give pedophiles to castrate them. You're telling me that wouldn't affect the birth rate? Lupron, look at Lupron, a hormone blocker, is the same drug we give to castrate pedophiles. Is the same drug that is prescribed to kids that are going through gender transition.
Alex, how many kids do you have?
Well, I mean, that I pay child support for, too. That I raise, none.
All right, fair enough. The problem that I have with this argument is you really didn't answer my question. The question was, if you care so much about the issue with transgenders, how is it affecting you negatively in a personal way? You haven't answered the question.
On a serious note, when I went and I testified at the Texas State Senate hearing about the trans bathroom bill, when my girlfriend's in there.
Wait, is this guy Alex Stein? This guy is Alex Stein, right? Oh boy.
Some gargoyle in a dress went and took a dump next to her, and that did affect me. It pissed me off. It made me want to go kick his ass.
Yeah, this is the person who sexually harassed AOC.
Okay, when I go to the bathroom.
Also, he originally debated primarily in Hippy Dippy podcast or Hippy Dippy debate panels, back in the prime Twitch poll days. He debated during that, and he blew up. Alex Stein blew up, but he still maintains contact with Twitch poll. Like he's unfortunately like one of the few people who has made it out of Twitch poll. Unfortunately, because he's a force of evil. Okay, he's a force of evil. He's unfortunately one of these people who made it out of Twitch poll, though. Yeah, a lot of other great people did not make it out of the Twitch poll plantation. Okay. Yeah. I find insane these people are real. Well, I mean, this is the character that he played for the Hippy Dippy debate, I think, right? Yeah, damn. It's been a while.
My girlfriend, I'm not just saying that to be goofy. I'm telling you that's how it felt.
That's fine. When I go to the bathroom, I go in there to do my business and I leave. The idea, there's no study that supports what Alex is saying.
Specifically, Alex Stein called AOC a big booty Latina, end quote. Yeah.
Just a drink. A martini.
In front of her.
We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We fight for the food shops. We will honor her name. We are Charlie Kirk. Foods we Let's goon.
Big thank you for the £5. I disavow.
He's trying to say is transgenders have a higher probability of assaulting somebody in a bathroom. That is not factually accurate, and this is, again, I go back to what I said earlier. The idea that someone would have a transgender surgery and mutilate, or whatever he wants to say, their genitals so that they can go into a different restroom is probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's not happening. Alex has no facts behind his opinion on this. It just is not true.
You're delusional. There's guys trying and fighting all over the state.
If somebody wants to assault a child, they're going to go in there and they're not going to have transgender surgery first. It's ridiculous. No, you call people retarded.
You can assault somebody with your eyes. You can assault somebody with their eyes. You don't have to touch them. So by just going into a bathroom, if you're a transgender,
so looking at somebody as sexual assault, in that case, Donald Trump has committed millions of sexual assaults.
Looking over a stall, under a stall, looking at a kid in a bathroom, that's still assault. You don't have to physically touch them. So yes, a transgender, they're wandering eyes. guys can be considered sexual assault.
By your premise, can a guy who hasn't been having transgender surgery look at a kid that way as well? What is your premise of this argument?
Of course, but I'm just saying the natural law of order is men go to the men's room, women go to the women's room.
Where is your study?
Of course, believe it or not, yes, there's men pedophiles. You're one of them, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's not. No, I'm kidding. But Brian's not. No,
hold on. Let me just be clear on this, okay? The guy who supports a 34-count felon, liable sexual abuser, who's had 25 women accuse him of rape or sexual assault, including his ex-wife in court documents, Alex Stein supports that guy, okay?
Yeah,
Alex Stein supports a pedophile.
First of all,
he's all over the Epstein files.
At least he's not a homo like Barack Obama married to a chick with a dick. And let me tell you something. Donald Trump's a real man. You saw how he handled Stormy Daniels.
Right,
like she described his penis as not small.
Alex,
so I think he's doing okay.
Alex's identification of a real man, a guy who wakes up in the morning and puts on 8 layers of orange makeup, looking like the fucking clown that he is. Okay?
Dude, this guy is wild. The guy with the hat. Sorry. We both have hats, okay? This guy is equally... He wrangles. He is the retard wrangler. Okay, this guy is the retard wrangler. Okay, Alex Stein here is the retard. Okay, this guy is the retard wrangler, the wrangler of retards. Okay, I mean he's red with rage. Okay, he's red with rage, but I stan his rage. Okay, I fully support his rage.
Fashion. You would never understand.
He's a draft dodging coward.
Brian, do you think you know anything about fashion?
You're the guy wearing that hat.
I don't know anything about fashion, but Donald Trump is a fashionista. He's an icon. He's had his own clothing line. So you wouldn't understand high fashion, Brian.
So
it's above your pay grade.
So you think it's fashionable for a guy to wake up in the morning and put on 8 layers of orange makeup and his stilts and 4 hair transplants and fake teeth and a fake tan, looking like an orange, fucking orangutan.
Is Melania gonna blow him? Then
he's doing well. Okay, all right. It's depressing when you're playing against a character because the person is like acting out like some kind of like they're being a theater kid. You know what I mean? Some people just like acting as theater kids, so it's super cringe when you're trying to debate him. Because like, how do you debate against a character who is like just fundamentally bad faith, right? Because all these people who play a character, they try to be bombastic on purpose because it's like, yeah, I mean, again, it's not just like streamers who are exaggerating themselves, but it's people who are just completely off the rail. Right? Because they've been playing a character for too long. I don't know. But you know what? This is handling him pretty well. I think you just need to go full aggro. I think you just need to be good in blood sports. That kind of shit. Okay? Because that's what's going on. Like they're engaging in blood sports, right?
Yes. When was the last time Melania had sex with Donald Trump? Was when they conceived Barron.
Trump's a horny man. They're banging. Trust me. I know.
Well, clearly he cheated on him. Raw dog the porn star.
Maybe it was an open deal.
2 weeks after Barron.
And that's not even talking about. God, what is her name? Taylor Lorenz? It's not Taylor Lorenz, right? Wait, who was that chick again?
Who knows? Relationships are complicated.
Do you think Donald Trump has testosterone? He's a real man?
Yeah, he's a real man.
Really? By what standards?
I think to the Hunter Biden and Joe Biden standards, he probably fucks just like they fuck, just like how Hunter fucked all those prostitutes. I'm sure Joe fucks, and I'm sure Trump fucks, and I'm happy that at least he fucks women and not little boys like Barack Obama or Bill Clinton probably.
Wait. Barack Obama fucks little boys? We have what? What did you just say?
I mean, maybe he's not a pedophile, but he's married to a dude. So.
I like Alex. I think at times Alex is very funny, but let's be clear. Barack Obama wasn't on the Epstein flight log or seen with Jeffrey Epstein.
He wasn't cool enough to get invited.
Okay.
Did the camera go down again? Oh Lord, I know what's going on. Lauren Boomer. Or sorry, Lauren Loomer. Laura Loomer. Yeah, Laura Loomer. Fuck, dude. Can people just stop naming their children Laura? I'm pretty sure that's getting phased out, but... Hold on. I'm gonna turn down the fucking settings. Sorry, not low. Medium. Dynamic, low.
Joe Biden. Okay, Bill Clinton's not president anymore. The guy who you support is in the Epstein files. You know it. Why don't you admit it?
Well, I would go to the Epstein's Island. I mean, it's a nice island. We're going to blame the guy for going on a free vacation. I mean, that doesn't mean he banged.
Rip remonetization for Tiny's channel after today's show? How?
Barack Obama is a happily married man to a beautiful woman named Michelle Obama.
Man, named
Melania
Michael.
Trump has showed us her vagina already.
And it looked nice. And only he didn't like it because he's a but
No.
all of us loved it, all right?
Yeah.
And we love Melania's sweet, sweet cooch,
Yeah.
okay?
This is my in-person.
Oh, come on, bro. You can't be this angry to be resorting to really boring, like, fucking substandard, desperate insults like that, right? I mean, it just shows that you have nothing else to say. You have nothing else to say. You have no points. Like I'm sorry, if you call the other person a frog, you have no other points, right? Like, you're at your wit's end.
Nation of Alex Stein, you ready?
GG.
Pretend that this is Donald Trump's penis. That's Alex Stein, okay? He is a Trump mushroom gobbler. He knows that Donald Trump is a piece of human scum. He will not publicly denounce anything that Donald Trump does or anything that he says.
No, I don't think he's
Yo, okay, all right. Now this is starting to be unfair, okay? Now Alex is actually getting destroyed. Now Alex is actually starting to get destroyed. It's over, dude. It's fucking... Oh god, please. Someone get him out. Quick, fake feint. You have to fake a heart attack. Quickly, you have to fake a heart attack. That's the only way you're going to come out of this
doing
alive.
enough. I would argue that he's not doing enough
Yeah,
with immigration.
you
He's not
think?
doing enough with a lot of stuff. He did good
Okay,
in January
alright, yeah,
6th, but
that's
other than
right.
that, he hasn't. He stopped 8 wars that
Wait,
I've never heard of.
He did a lot of good things on January 6th. Let's talk about that.
Well, January 6th. Okay, I'll debate you on January 6th.
140 officers were injured that day, and Donald Trump
But Brian-
called the people who beat the cops hostages and patriots.
Brian,
What the hell are you talking about?
You do know that there was FBI agents there
Okay,
in
let's
street
talk about
clothes.
that. I
Yeah.
have a reasoning for that.
Okay.
There were 200,000 people there that were protesting.
But why?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, this guy has the facts. This guy has the facts memorized. It's over. He activated his trap card. He activated Mirror Force. It's over, dude. It's fucking Jover. Oh my god.
Why would they
hold
lie
on,
about
I'm
how
going
many
to answer
cops?
that. When you have 200,000 people at a political protest, sometimes there's going to be some FBI agents there. That didn't force people to beat cops. That didn't force people to defecate on Nancy
The
Pelosi's desk.
FBI was the one
Wow.
that's starting all the beating of the cops. They were the ones who
Who
were
is that?
tearing down the
Okay, there
barricades.
is not-
It's called
there-
agent provocateurs.
There-
Is you have
Can
guys
you please
dressed
name
in
me
there
one
to
FBI
start drama,
Name
and
me,
they're
name me one
literally-
FBI agent that has been proven to have beaten a police officer that day. You're a liar.
Dude, you know the FBI is corrupt. Look at Cash. Look at Dan. So you think the FBI is going to police itself?
Where are you
Damn.
getting
So
this
ludicrous.
information from that
Saltman?
FBI agents beat cops on January 6th? Give me a source
What
for
I'm
that
saying
stupid
is that
opinion.
the FBI
Give me a source for that stupid
encourage
opinion.
normal citizens to do that. They encourage normal citizens
And
to be
where's
more
your
violent.
evidence of that? Newsmax?
There's been a lot of instances of what is called
Where
agent
did you get that
provocateurs.
from? Matt
You
Gates?
look at the World Trade Organization. They had similar protests in Seattle. I think it was like 94
Why can't you
96.
just- okay,
and
Alex.
they got caught using agent
Alex,
provocateurs
why
that were
can't-
cops
why can't-
in emu, like Seattle
It's never
grudge
been
clothes.
proven in a court of
That-
law.
I'm just saying, look up the
I know what you're
WTO.
saying.
You know what I'm talking
Alex,
about.
why
And they got
can't you
caught
just-
using agent provocateurs.
Alex, why can't you just call out the people who beat cops on January 6th, who Donald Trump called patriots and
Because
hostages?
fuck the police, dog! Coming straight out the underground. A young brother got his back because I'm brown. And they think
When
they have
you're-
the
This is so cringe.
authority to kill a minority.
When you
Fuck
are-
that shit, because I
Hey.
ain't the one with a punk motherfucker with a badge and a gun to be beaten on and thrown in jail. We can go toe to toe in the middle of a cell fucking with me because I'm a teenager with a little bit of gold in
My god. Oh my god. No, please stop. Please just, oh my god. Dude, just, oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if I can handle this. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to, no, no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, it's okay. Inhale my hand. Okay, my hand smells good. Okay. Okay.
The Patriots pushing my car, looking for the product, thinking everybody's selling narcotics.
Like, just say the actual word at this point. Like, you already called him the F slur. You might as well go all the way.
Fuck the police.
So, hold on.
Fuck the police.
When you're cornered, when you're a MAGA supporter and you're cornered and you cannot defend any of Donald Trump's behaviors or actions,
just rapping
you
F the
try to
police
be
by NWA.
you try to be a horrible MAGA rapper. That's what
I'm
Alex
a good
does.
MAGA rapper.
There's already a horrible MAGA rapper. His name is Tom McDonald, okay? All right? That role has already been fulfilled, okay? You need to stop, all right? That's what I will pay this guy to stop.
It does.
Let's not debate my rapping skills. You're gonna lose on that. So,
I mean, he's just saying this because he's lost. It's because he knows that he's lost. He has given up.
Also a very good liar and a very, very good knee pad, Trump-wearing, knee pad-wearing, right-wing, ridiculous Donald Trump supporter.
Knee pad wearing is crazy. What?
friendly person. Yeah, that's
Why
one of my
don't you
faults.
call
I'm too
out
nice. I'm too loyal.
Why won't you call out Donald Trump for calling them
Because-
hostages and patriots?
For what?
I'm going to ask you another
Kneepad
question.
work.
If Donald
I didn't-
Trump doesn't lie about the 2020
Okay.
election, does January 6th happen?
The 2020 election was stolen. It was 100%. So
Hey.
this is how I know it's stolen. When it came to in-person
Are you
voting,
kidding me?
Listen. When it came to in-person voting, Donald Trump won all 50 states, even the most liberal. When it came to mail-in ballots, Joe Biden won all 50 states, even the most conservative. So that is a clear indication that they were able.
What is this guy gonna do after Trump passes away? Serious question, by the way. Like, what is this guy gonna do after Trump passes away? Like, he's based his entire career and life and character based off of Donald Trump. Bro, you gotta jump ship.
Let's go to the
You have to jump. You have to go. You have to run. Okay, it's over for you, dude. You're gonna be old, and you're gonna be 80 or 70 or some shit, and people are gonna play this back at you. You can't escape this. Like at the retirement home, because you have nobody to take care of you. It's over for you, dude.
Able to use mail-in
Okay,
ballots
here's a clear
to fortify
indication.
the election
Wait.
that they admitted to
All right,
fortifying.
Alex, here's a clear indication.
Okay.
Donald Trump had 62 opportunities in a courtroom. Every single judge said there was no merit, including Donald Trump appointed judges. What they do is they say the earth is flat. Alex, I've got news for you. The earth is not flat.
It might be.
Donald Trump
might be.
I know.
Let's pump the brakes.
Donald Trump did not win the 2020 election, and your guy is incited the January 6th insurrection. People died.
And Donald Trump only uses you as a fellatio machine, okay? You will not get his pussy. I'm sorry. Yeah.
that day because of your
Yeah,
orange shirt
Roseanne
leader.
Boylan died, and who was the girl that got shot?
Brian Sitnick the next day.
Yeah, and that was all fake. He probably
It
killed
was all
himself.
fake.
Yeah, the next day.
It was
yeah,
all
he probably
fake.
died from a drug
I
overdose.
have some more.
He dies the next day, but you say he dies on
Okay,
January 6th.
so-
how can somebody die on January 6th if they're died
Sure.
on January 7th?
So,
Explain
I'll
that
answer
to me.
that. We had the coroner who did an autopsy. A week after the autopsy, he is on
And
the
so
way.
he was a zombie for 12
I'm
hours?
trying-
Is that what it was? He was
Alex,
a zombie?
get
I'm
the-
alive,
Alex,
Alex, but I'm dead.
Alex, get the MAGA wax out of your ears and pay attention. I have some facts for you, okay? A week after
Quit
that,
saying a guy died on January 6th when he died
are
the
you
next
gonna
day.
let me answer? A week after January 6th, the guy who performed the autopsy on Brian Sitnick said that he believed that the state that the body was in the day after January 6th led to what happened on January 6th. He made that statement. This is the same guy who thinks George Floyd died of a drug overdose.
He
You
did
can't
die
talk
of
to
a
these
drug
people.
overdose. The guy used a fake $20 bill. The guy was a porn star, and putting that much pressure on your neck wouldn't choke you out.
Okay.
I'm not saying that it necessarily helped, but he took fentanyl and had a lethal dose in his autopsy.
some more facts.
When they
Yeah, we've all heard it. Okay,
Some more facts
all
for the
right,
Trump
man.
mushroom gobbler. Number one, okay, this is important.
The Trump
There
mushroom
were two
gobbler?
autopsies.
Bro, he'll never escape the allegations at this point. The Trump mushroom gobbler? The Trump mushroom gobbler? Dude.
that were given to George Floyd. In both of those autopsies, they labeled it a homicide. For my special MAGA friend over here,
That was political.
Hold on.
That was a political diagnosis.
I'll speak slowly for you. In order for it to be labeled a homicide, it means he would have been forced drugs. Obviously, that didn't happen. A homicide is murder.
He did
Derek Chauvin is a piece of shit.
himself to take the drugs because he didn't want to go to jail for having possession of
If
controlled
George
substance.
Floyd was white, would you be saying the same thing?
If George Floyd was white, yes, a lot of white guys
Bullshit.
overdose. Yeah.
You think Ben Shapiro would be calling out for Derek Chauvin?
Ben Shapiro's. I just want everybody to know that. Yeah, so.
I can't argue with him there. We finally
We agree
on
on
something.
that. Yeah.
Well, I don't like the derogatory homophobic term. I wouldn't call him that. But I would say he's a phony, just like Candace Owens, Laura Loomer, Myron Gaines, Andrew, all these right-wing grifters. You know how many right-wing grifters you have in your party? It is a fucking
And
joke.
like there's not left-wing grifters. See, I hate this grifter argument.
Name me one.
As
Name me
if
one.
we're not all on the internet trying to get clicks, trying to get followers, trying to get people to come to our
You don't
events.
have to-
So
All right,
as
can I
if
give
we
you an
don't have
example?
to.
Okay, all right, amazing projection here. So this is just a bunch of self-reporting projection, loser behavior. Good one. Okay. Oh, hey.
Market ourselves. Any self-marketing would
I'm
be
going to
considered
give you
a
guys
grift.
an
So-
example. You ready for this? The other day, and by the way, the people who run the Unfuck America tour are wonderful people. Z, who runs this tour, is a wonderful person. She's pregnant. You know what Myron Gaines said to her? This is his friend. Myron Gaines called her a fat Jewish C-word. These are the kinds of people that get credentialed into that Klan rally across the street.
Yeah, I don't know why you care so much. I mean, sticks and stones might break my bone.
Bro, is good meowing, Mrs. Foodshop? What? Wait. Why? Why do you use good meowing? There's only like 2 people I can think of that uses that. Wait. Okay, I don't know if this is someone's alt account or okay, but hey, hi. But yeah, again, all right, this is projection, okay? But he's getting cooked. He's getting cooked.
I mean,
He's a
fat
grifter.
bitches will never
Say
hurt
it.
me. Like,
Myron Gaines is a grifter. Say it.
no, he's not a grifter. The guy, hey, he helps
Do you
young
support
people.
that language?
He is a grifter, and you know what? If he's willing to say that all of these people are F slurs, like if he's willing to call all of them frogs, he has to call Myron Gaines a frog as well. Okay, like just staying consistent, right? Like just staying consistent. Like he would also need to call Myron Gaines a frog, like straight up, right? You can't just call like Ben Shapiro a frog and everybody you don't like a frog, right? Including your opposite debater, but then Myron Gaines, who's been caught with other men, who has pictures about him hanging out with other men. He's not a frog for some reason. Okay, dude.
I support that language.
Me and Mook say it all the time. Oh, it's Sharp. Yeah, I knew it was one of you guys. I knew it was. I was like, yes, it has to be one because nobody else says that. Nobody else says that. So I was like, yep, that's Sharp. That's Sharp. Okay, I always wondered what your YouTube account was because I don't think I've ever seen like a Sharp, like something that said Sharp. So okay, now I know who you are. Okay.
I support the First Amendment. I'm a free speech absolutist. If you guys want to say something, I don't give a damn what it is. And that's what I'm sick of guys like you that say, oh, I support the First Amendment. Yet you want to shut down people like Myron. You want to shut down people for speaking against the vaccine.
Who do I want to shut down?
Well, I'm saying, I bet during
Who do I
COVID,
want to shut down?
during COVID, you did not like people sharing misinformation.
See what he did there? He says he thinks I wanted to shut down people. Can you name me one time ever in my life I've tried to shut somebody? I'm just saying.
The left does not value.
I'm just saying.
The left does not value the First Amendment. Okay, I'm just saying in general, the left does not value the First Amendment as much as the right.
I don't want to shut them down. I want to call them out. Do you understand the difference?
And I agree with you on that. I think we should be calling out hypocrisy.
You just said you supported Myron Gaines calling her fat. She's a pregnant woman.
Yeah, he doesn't like her. I support anybody's right to say whatever he wants. He calls me N-word. What do I look like, the word police? I'm not his boss. I'm not his boyfriend. What do you think I am?
Well, you might be. Alex, the point I'm trying to make is this. It's not that they don't have a right to say it. That's not my point. The point is we should be able to call it out, and he won't do it. He's a coward.
I feel like I call out a lot of stuff, but
call out Myron Gaines for calling her fat.
Once again,
call her out for calling her. You're a Jewish person.
She is pregnant, right? So she's probably heavy set. Good for her.
So calling her fat, and calling her the C word is good.
She just happens to be pregnant. I'm saying so for her.
This is unbelievable.
She shouldn't feel that.
So if this is Jew versus Jew, okay? If this is Jew versus Jew and there's no contention about that, this is actually a good example of self-policing. Obviously, he's not like policing based off of the fact that he's Jewish, right? Like, I don't think he's doing that, but it's just like, yeah, I mean, good. Okay, all right.
Bad because she just
Myron
happens to be
Gaines might
temporarily
be the most
pregnant, so-
anti-Semitic person I've ever met. Alex Stein is Jewish, and he won't call out Myron Gaines.
I'm a fake Jew.
Because he's one of these cultural Jewish types, okay? I have nothing against culture Jewish motherfuckers, except the fact that if you're like a race trader, if you act like a race trader and you make race trader arguments and you hang out with race trader friends and you hang out with people who want nothing for you except for the destruction of your people, honestly, you're the farthest thing from a Jew than even a normal person, okay? Because you are a hindrance to everybody around you, and you are a leech on society. And honestly, I strip away your Judaism, okay? I strip it away, you know? Like, I extend my hand and I'm like, I'm gonna suck away your Jewishness, okay? Because I'm like, you're no longer Jewish. I'm gonna reserve this Jewish power for somebody who deserves it, okay? You don't deserve to belong to the cabal, okay? The cabal can use better people than you, all right?
You're not a real one.
Will you call out Fuentes, Nick Fuentes?
Well, Nick Fuentes has some very hot takes about the Holocaust
my
that I need to do
God.
some research about. But some
This
of it,
is a Jewish man who supports the Holocaust
some of
denier.
it sounds quite interesting
I'm gonna
from what I've
explode.
heard. But I don't need to call people out. I'm not here to give people purity tests because I'm not some sort of homosexual like you. I want people to be
This is
edgy. I want
projection.
people
That's
to say
projection.
crazy stuff because
That's
that's the way
projection.
we live.
That's
And
projection.
the world is
100%.
normally
Dude, oh
boring.
my
We
God.
need to mix things up.
Oh my
We
God.
need to
Guaranteed, this guy goes home, okay? Trump walks out of the cabinet and he fucking gets on his knees and starts fellatiating him, okay? Or he gets Myron Gaines to do it, okay? Myron Gaines is like his side hoe, okay? 100%. Dude, this has to be projection, 100%. Calling him homosexual, calling him F-slur. The last person somebody called each other that much are like openly gay guys, okay? Openly gay guys call each other frogs all the time, all right, affectionately or otherwise, or as an insult, all right. So you know what, I see you, I get you, okay. I see you, okay. Gay rights and all that, all right.
the
But-
pot,
Hold
not
on.
just trying to like keep it still and safe.
There is a
That's
difference.
Okay.
There is a difference between being edgy and being an anti-Semitic, racist piece of shit. Do you not understand the difference?
Well, I would argue that now on the internet we have free speech. We can basically make fun of anybody we want, except for one country in the Middle East, the
It's
size of
not
New Jersey.
about being able to do it. It's about calling it out. Do you not understand the difference? Will you condemn Myron Gaines right
No,
now?
what I'm saying is,
Oh my God, it's so
even a
pathetic.
racist statement is allowed under the First Amendment. So it's not my job to call it out. If a white person's racist, a black person's racist, I don't give a damn. It's not my job. I'm not the racist police.
Okay, but these are people that you associate yourself with.
Yeah, and you know what? I like somebody a little edge. I don't like some cookie cutter guy.
So you think it's edge to be anti-Semitic and
Chicken
racist?
fan appeal.
And I like some
I'm
of
not
these
responsible
Muslims that
for
are like
that.
to,
go
want to
go
blow up.
Do you
check.
think it's edgy to be
if you submit it, you
anti-Semitic
submit
and
it,
racist?
okay?
I'm friends with
Would you
everybody.
call the
Good
Klan
luck.
edgy?
True.
Would you call the Klan edgy?
I would say that they have, some style and fashion,
You
that-
are not serious. These are people that hung black people. You're calling the Klan edgy? You're going to defend the Klan?
Well,
What a shocker. Donald Trump is the guy that said stand
obviously
back
the
and stand by.
KKK is edgy. They wouldn't let me in because my last name's Stein. But no, on a serious note, I guess what you're trying to argue
Okay,
right
feels
now
weird, man.
is
Just
that
call out bad people,
No, is
Alex.
that I need to call out people, and I kind
Feels
of get
weird,
that because
man.
that's
Okay.
a serious thing that's happening
All
right
right.
now with the Tucker, with the Candace drama, and I think this purity test is the gayest thing ever. Like, I'm seeing it like what you're trying to give me, and that's a serious thing that's been happening on the right, where we're giving all these each other purity tests, when half the people on the right are closeted homosexuals or a bad person. So
Myron Gaines.
and nobody can really pass the
Okay.
purity test that they try to give. So that's why I think it's all bullshit.
Find an
And we
espresso
shouldn't have to
machine
have that.
to
So
salvage
there's
for
a difference
spare
between
parts.
passing the purity test and having the
Espresso
leader of the free
machine?
world attack. I want you to get this on record.
Hey, I will say this on record. I will say this about Trump.
Rob
Was that not
Reiner
espresso
and his
machine?
wife were murdered by their son. And
Cafe
hours and days after,
Casa
Donald Trump
Rosa.
attacked the family. Will you condemn those remarks?
Yeah, I did not like those statements, and this is my one complaint too during Trump's presidency, is that whether Trump likes you, whether you voted for Trump or not, whether he likes you,
And on
it is the
Reddit,
job of
thank
the
you.
president once he gets in office is to be a uniter. And I would argue that he's not uniting right now. He's actually stirring division. He's stirring the
10
pot.
minutes.
He's posting AI slop pooping on Harry
Okay, but
Season.
Alex, I
so
appreciate
I agree
that.
that he's
Alex.
we should be the ones mixing and stirring the pot, not our politicians. We should be yelling at our politicians, not letting them
Okay, so
fuck with
Alex-
us. We should fuck with them.
Alex, I agree with you, and I'm glad you said that. But Jack Posobiec, who is one of the biggest faces of the Republican Party,
True.
defended it and called him a counterpuncher. You're not a counterpuncher.
Can you imagine being born with the name Prosobic? Proboscis? Fucking... I don't... Okay, listen.
When you punch somebody that is dead, okay? You're not a counterpuncher.
And you know what? If Rob Reiner died of anything else, cancer, this and that, I could probably defend Trump. But the fact is what it was called a double parricide, where two parents are killed like that, it's really... I don't know why we would have any ill will anymore. It's one of the worst deaths you can have, a child killing both parents.
I agree. Alex,
Lord.
after John McCain died, Donald Trump made it about himself. After Powell died, Donald Trump made it about himself. Every single time there's a tragedy, even after the Reagan
Well, I
plane
think
crash.
it's okay with those people because, like, they died naturally. Like, if they would have had it more, like, John McCain died of cancer over a long time, and should he have been a little more respectful? I don't know. That's debatable. But if John McCain would have died and been murdered, I think that would have been low class. But the fact that I'm saying the way in which they died affects the way I think Trump should have handled it.
Why do you think Trump wasn't invited at McCain's funeral?
I have no idea. Who gives a shit? I mean,
Who gives a
Sleepy.
shit? I give a shit, and I'll tell you why. When you're the president of the United States, you are put at a higher standard than people like you or me. When somebody dies, hold on.
Yeah,
when
but he's like a uniparty guy, deep
it doesn't
state
matter.
guy.
This
So,
isn't
I
about
mean-
politics. It's about human decency. When somebody dies or they're murdered, the bottom line is you need to show decency when you're the president of the United States, and you need to be above all that stuff. How
I
could
do
you not
agree that he needs to be above it. Needs to be the bigger man sometimes. And
He's not. Well, he is a big man.
He needs to
He
be
is
the
a big
bigger
man.
man. And Donald Trump wants to keep stirring things up. I would agree that.
Oh my god, more people should be dark woke like Brian Shapiro. Holy shit. Guys, this is the example of... You don't have to be like Destiny, okay? Destiny might be too far, okay? But you need to be like Brian Shapiro, okay? This person is what dark woke should be. I think he is the perfect balance, okay? I think he is the perfect balance. He makes edgy jokes. He talks about Donald Trump being fat. He talks about Alex Stein being, being like fellatioing Trump or whatever. But he also calls him out on like human decency, right? On being a good person, on like whatever. Like, yeah, this is what dark woke should be about, right? You can be good without being good. You know what I mean? Like, anyway.
He needs to kind of
strong
unify
yeah, sure.
us and not have so much division. I agree
What
on
is it
that.
about Kamala Harris that you just hated so much that you couldn't vote for her?
Because she's retarded. She's an actual idiot. At least AOC can put a sentence together.
She's retarded?
Yes, Kamala Harris is not smart. You know that she's not. She's so untalented. Whenever she walks to a table, we're sitting here. I'm in a blue
You think Sam
shirt.
Bondi is smart? You think Christy Nolan is smart?
They're not the vice president of the United States.
You
They're
think
not
Kash
powerful.
Patel's doing a good job?
Dude,
He's smart?
literally, Joe Biden said we need a black woman of color. Like he
So
used
what?
DEI. That means any qualified white guy was totally ineligible. So that means we
Why
have
is
a
Kamala-
meritocracy. We have a
Mr.
DEI presidency.
No.
And we need to
No,
have
no,
the
no, no,
best
no, no.
candidate,
No.
not based on their
No.
color, but based on their performance.
Let me tell you what a DEI hire is, in my opinion.
Don't be like Destiny. Destiny is probably doing what he could for a person in a position like he is, right? Like, for example, Destiny has more room to be scorched earth because his reputation is already in the shitters, okay? Obviously, he doesn't, like, technically he doesn't deserve it, but in a way, like, I mean... If you've lived life and you landed yourself into enough like scenarios to the point where you are kind of addicted to BBD women, and then you like crazy sex, and then eventually like you get yourself in a position where, you know, people like me have to defend him. I mean, you know what? I think it's time to go to therapy. Okay, fine, go to therapy. And if you don't want to go to therapy, that's fine. But just don't be surprised when something like this happens again. All right. I mean, if you continue to associate with crazy people, this is what's going to happen. You know what I mean? However, at the same time, that doesn't mean that, you know, again, because his reputation is already in the shitters, like he has more room to navigate by being more edgy, right? Because no matter how edgy he can be, right, it'll never, ever, 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 you know, harm him, right? Because he gets the attention off of it. He still gets to do good in this world, right? He's still a good guy. He's still a good person. So he doesn't need to worry about being too PC, right? However, at the same time, when somebody is not in a position like Destiny, in which like they don't have that much room to navigate by being edgy, or you don't have a preconceived audience who is already loyal to you, then yeah, like you can do dark woke still, and you can still be kind at the same time, and you can still be edgy. You're like nothing's preventing you from being edgy. That's where I am, okay? Like in my opinion. But like be more like me, okay? I guess that's the lesson at the end of the day, isn't it? Be more like me, less like Destiny. Even though you know, I get a lot of traits from Destiny, you know, I find him to be a big inspiration. You know, I find him, you know, obviously I'm very parasocial with him, right? That's already pretty obvious. Like, obviously I look up to him in many ways, but you know, part of looking up to someone also means like knowing their flaws, okay? Looking up to people also means knowing where they are the weakest, because then that is the proper way to truly honor who they are, right?
A DEI hire is somebody that you put in office that has little to no experience. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., okay, Marco Rubio has experience. Kash Patel, Pam Bondi, Christy Noam, the puppy murderer. These are white DEI hires. It's why he has one of the whitest administrations in American history. Those are DEI hires. Why is it that he hired so few minorities? Why would you call our former vice president, who has been duly elected twice as the attorney general, who has more intelligence and experience in her pinky than you have in your whole body?
Maybe so, but she also dated Montel Williams, so she's a hoe, and I've never been a hoe for Montel Williams.
Right.
So I've never sucked Montel's dick. She has, so she takes
Less videos of me, others sucking dick. Bro, having videos of sucking dick is fine, okay? Like, who the fuck cares? Like, I'm just saying he's a victim. He's a victim of horrible shit. But he should have exercised better judgment sometimes, right? Not to say he doesn't exercise judgment in any way whatsoever, but I mean, he has said before on stream, like, he's addicted to like crazy women. So it's like, how could you tell someone to, like, again, that's something you can get out of whatever, right? But there's nothing wrong with having a video of you sucking dick, especially as a guy. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. And it especially sucks that that is leaked out onto the internet and now everyone is making fun of him for it. Like, how annoying would that be? How horrible is that, in fact, for anybody to face that kind of ridiculization and that degree of shame and embarrassment, right? Yeah.
L, I take the W on that.
Bubba? Who's Bubba?
I don't know who Bubba
Who's
is.
Bubba?
I don't know who Bubba is, but I also know that her husband, Doug, she's such an evil wife. In her biography, she talks about how her husband didn't get her a nice enough birthday present while she was campaigning for president of the United States of America. So she threw her own husband under the bus, bash him for a few clicks on her new book. So she's an evil, sick, demented woman that never had any kids because her uterus is probably dried up like Satan's asshole.
Oh,
should I even respond?
Gross.
How could anybody clap for that disgusting?
That guy's awesome. And
let me tell you,
God bless.
Yes. Well, let me tell you something about.
If Foods say sucking dick is fine, yeah, because I sucked dick before. Unironically, you're welcome.
The guy who's awesome. He's wearing a fucking Alex Jones shirt. The guy.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Alex Jones.
The guy who said the school shooting in Connecticut didn't happen. Let me be very clear on this, and I'm going to be very clear.
He said it happened. He said no kids died.
Anybody in this room who is a big Alex Jones fan, or anybody in this room that is not willing to condemn the comments that Donald Trump made about the Reiners, you can burn in hell, because that's what I feel about you.
Final statements, gentlemen.
You know, thank you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yes.
It's really hard to look good when you're angry. Because typically this is why everybody tries to control themselves whenever they're debating, because when you lose your temper, especially as like a newer debater, you just look kind of bad, you know? But somehow Brian Shapiro has mastered the art of being very angry, but at the same time, still maintaining a good amount of debate skill. I think that it takes some degree of skill in debating. I mean, I don't know who Brian Shapiro is, I'm going to be honest, okay? So he sounds like a familiar commentator name person. So he probably is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to check. Who's Brian Shapiro? podcaster and radio show. Right. So, for somebody who is media trained and for somebody who has actually...
fucking slow piece of shit. Jesus fuck.
I'm not bothering you. Wait, are you talking about me?
No. Talking to my guy. He was, dude, I gotta get this skill.
Wait, is it the Rocketeer you're talking about?
Yes.
I got you.
No, I'm talking about.
I know.
Wait, what are you talking about again? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The Rocketeer?
Yeah, the Rocketeer.
Okay. I got you.
My guy trying to climb could not climb.
It's kind of hard to hear. I am.
That guy sounds drunk, yeah.
Okay, look, Alex. Fuck America! I love you guys. God bless America. God bless Donald Trump, and we love you, Charlie Kern. We are Charlie.
Ryan.
So I'm not going to thrust for everybody because I don't think anybody wants to see that. I will thank Alex for being here and at least having.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. This was too painful.
The guts
for
to
me.
be here. I do appreciate him for being here. And people at AmFest have been very nice to me, and I will give them credit for that. I talked to Jack Posobiec today, and I had some good conversations with some people, even though I felt like I was the only person on the left that was there. And I did feel like I was at a Klan rally, Alex. I really did. A lot of ignorant white people, but that's okay. But I will say this in closing. I'm worried about where this country is going.
Fuck, I
I'm
can't
worried
help
about
that
where
guy.
we're headed. The next 3 years are going to be very, very difficult. And I wish people would be informed. And what I mean by informed, not is listening to Fox News or Newsmax. I think there are more important topics that we should be discussing rather than what people do going into restrooms. So that's my personal opinion. I don't know if I can start a chant if anybody would like to start one with me. Fuck Trump! 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 Guys, thank you.
I hate everything. I hate the state. Oh, the absolute state of politics right now, guys. The absolute state of politics is in shambles, okay? This is it's looking pretty as Queenman would put it, pretty bleak. This looks rancid, bleak, putrid. Putrid is for me, by the way, okay? Oh Lord.
Adam Mockler comes to stage. Destiny, come to stage.
Destiny, where are you, bro?